Hello everyone, I'm kind of nervous about making a video right now. I'm not really good at making videos, but I've discovered something cool I can do with my old Radio Shack TRS-80 Color Computer 2. And basically, um, if you wanted to read a program that was not a cartridge, you would need like a cassette drive. And thankfully, when I ordered this online, this computer, it came with the cables to do so. Let me get a good view of it here. So here's the deal with this. I do not have a tape drive, but I found a workaround. You don't need a tape drive to load programs on here, but you can use this cable, and I'll show you here in a little while. So yeah. Okay, so what I did now is I plugged in that cable to the back of the computer, but instead of plugging the other end into a tape drive, I've got this boom box here, and I plugged it in to the headphone port. Now, this boom box has the ability to go Bluetooth, and I'll show you what I'm going to do in the next part. Still nervous about making this video since I'm not good at making videos, so this is the third part of what I'm going to show you guys here. So I've got the thing on Bluetooth, the boombox. I've got it hooked up through the headphone port to the computer, this running Bluetooth. Now, on my main computer here, I've got the program, which is it's basically like the ROM for it. Like if you get a ROM for an emulator. I've got it saved as a sound file because normally on a cassette, it would read like the jumbled up sound and they would load up the program on the computer. Now, this is done digitally through a WAV file, which I can run through VLC. So here's what I'm going to do. This Bluetooth boombox is connected to my computer. So the computer is connected to the boombox wirelessly and plugged in through this cable to the computer. I think if you follow me here, you might know what I'm doing here. So next part, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Alright, so the first thing I got to do is turn the computer on, which is there's a little switch on the back here, right over here. Loads up Extended Color Basic. Now, this has already got Bluetooth to the computer. I've got VLC Media Player running with the sound file for the cassette. So basically this would be like the cassette, but on a digital file, if you get that. So to load a cassette, you would usually type in cload for if it was like a regular, like programmed in like basic program. If it was written in machine code, you would put an M at the end. So I'm going to do that, press enter. When this $sign appears, I don't know if you could see that very well, that means that it's ready for the cassette to play. So I'm going to hit play on VLC here, and not sure if I got it connected properly. So I'm going to do a take 2 here in a minute. Let me make sure I've got the audio device set to headphones, and make sure I got the cable in there right. I might have plugged it into the wrong port. Hold on a minute. Alright, gonna try this again here. I got it ready to load the tape. Here's the tape file. I'm gonna hit play here, and you can see it came back with an error, but I'm gonna adjust that to where I can read the thing. Hold on a minute. Take 3. We'll try to get this to work as much as I can here. Keep reshooting this here. So I'm going to click play. And I don't think it recognized it. So let me do some adjusting here. I might set the volume of VLC to like 70 would probably be good. Because it's dependent on the volume too. You got to make sure the volume is up enough to where I could read everything. It's so hard for me to explain. Alright, so let me go back here. We're going to do clear C load M, enter. Alright, gonna hit play. Up, came back with an error. Still gonna try this here. Hold on, guys. Fingers crossed, hope this works. It found color invaders. So it did find the program. Now I gotta wait for this to go all the way through the loading bar. I don't know if you could see that. So it's reading the data. Computer's reading the data. And it got hung up here. I don't know if I can do anything about that. I might have to do a take 4 or 5, but it did see the program, the Space Invaders color version or whatever. I'm going to try this again. Okay, so good news. It did read the program off of here. All I got to do now is usually it would say okay after it got hung up. I did a quick soft reset, and what I'm going to do is type EX-EC for execute. And there we go. I loaded up color invaders off of Bluetooth through this boombox connected to my computer. So yeah, unfortunately I do not have a joystick to really play this, so you can only see this demonstration here for the time being. But let's see. Normally it would be like, oh, what difficulty? We'll do number 1. How many players? We'll do 1. And enter, or H, I forget which is to start it here. Probably moving or spacebar, I can't remember. I don't have the manual for this game, so I would have no idea which button or key it is or whatnot. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to use a joystick, but oh, there we go. I got it working. How to move, though? I don't know. That I'm yet to figure out. But as you can see, I got a game running. Woohoo! And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.